Imagine waking up to an unexpected situation. Your car breaks down or you lose your job. How would you cope financially? Life is full of uncertainties, throwing curveballs when we least expect. Being financially prepared can make these surprises less daunting. It's like having a life buoy in the tumultuous sea of life. Today, we delve into the world of emergency funds, exploring the what, why, and how of this financial lifesaver. Welcome to a discussion about emergency funds, the financial life buoy everyone needs. So what exactly is an emergency fund? Simply put, it's a financial buffer, a savings stash you can turn to when life throws unexpected curveballs your way. Imagine having to deal with medical bills, car repairs, or even a sudden job loss. These are the kind of unexpected expenses that can throw anyone off balance. But with an emergency fund, you don't have to go into debt to cover these. In essence, an emergency fund is your financial shield against life's surprises. You may ask, why is an emergency fund crucial? Picture this: 60% of Americans would struggle to cover an unexpected $1,000 expense. That's more than half the population scrambling to find funds for a sudden medical bill, an urgent car repair, or even a sudden job loss. Now imagine the peace of mind that comes with knowing that you're financially prepared for these situations. No more lying awake at night worrying about how you'll pay for that surprise repair or medical emergency. No more stress about how you'll make ends meet if you lose your job. An emergency fund is your financial safety net. It's the buffer between you and life's unpredictable turns. It's the difference between sailing through a crisis or sinking under the weight of debt. So why is an emergency fund crucial? Because it's not just a smart financial move, it's a stress reliever. It gives you the freedom to face life's challenges with confidence and resilience. Now, let's tackle the big question. How much should you save in your emergency fund? The common recommendation is to stash away 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. This includes the basics like rent or mortgage payments, food, utilities, and transportation. But remember, this is a guideline, not a rule. Your ideal emergency fund size depends on your personal risk factors. For instance, if you're a freelancer with an irregular income, you might want to aim for a larger cushion, say maybe 9 months worth of expenses. On the other hand, if you're part of a dual-income household, you might feel comfortable with a smaller fund. The key is to evaluate your own situation honestly. Consider your job security, health, family responsibilities, and any other factors that might impact your financial stability. Remember, the right amount for your emergency fund is what makes you feel secure. So, take some time to figure out what that amount is for you. Starting an emergency fund can seem daunting, but it doesn't have to be. Let's break it down into simple steps. First, start small. Even if you can only set aside $10 a week, that's a start. Over time, this can add up significantly. Next, consider opening a separate account for your emergency fund. This helps to avoid the temptation of dipping into these savings for everyday expenses. Automating your savings can be a game changer. Set up automatic transfers to your emergency fund after each paycheck. This way, you're consistently growing your fund without even thinking about it. Lastly, you might want to consider a high-yield savings account for your emergency fund. While you want this money to be liquid or easily accessible, a high-yield savings account can help your money grow a bit while it's sitting there. With these strategies, building your emergency fund becomes a manageable task, not a mountain. However, there are common pitfalls to avoid when establishing an emergency fund. First, it's crucial to define what constitutes an emergency. A new pair of shoes or a fancy dinner out? Probably not. Next, resist the temptation to dip into the fund for non-emergencies or impulse buys. Your fund is a safety net, not a slush fund. Lastly, remember to review and adjust the fund amount as life situations change. Steer clear of these mistakes to ensure your emergency fund serves its purpose effectively. In conclusion, an emergency fund is a crucial part of financial security. It's your financial life buoy, always ready to keep you afloat in the unpredictable sea of life. It's about more than just dollars and cents. It's about peace of mind, knowing that you're prepared for whatever life throws at you. So why wait? Start your journey towards financial resilience today. Set up that separate account, automate those transfers, and watch your safety net grow. Remember, every dollar saved today can be a lifeline tomorrow.